Okay, so I had read a lot of self-development books, and once I'd gone through the Tony Robbins, uh, one of their series, and I got a lot of good out of it. But it had been a number of years since I actually finished that series. Um, and where I was in life, I was very jaded. I was very frustrated with where I was at. I didn't have any forward momentum. I hated my job, to be honest, and I really needed to change things up. So I went along to a meetup room one night, and one of those meetup.com groups. And while I was there, the instructor was talking about her experience with a group called mindmechanix. And when pretty much her description of where she was at and the way she is now, like she was explaining that there was no way in hell that she would have been standing in front of a group 1 year ago at that time, leading her own groups and multiple groups at that. And just even as she did her presentation, she was reframing her mind as she went, pretty much kicking her ego out of there. And that really impressed me. And that's something that I thought, I'd like to do some work with these guys. Because I was in dire straits. I made a decision this year. I need to sort this out. I've been meaning to do this for at least probably 3 years. And mind you, I would have done this earlier had I heard of you guys earlier. I was always on the lookout for quite some time before the right thing happened. But the way I see it, the tapestry of the universe, made this happen. Our meeting. I really needed clarity. I was just stuck. I really was, and I was not in the flow of things. Occasionally in life, I'd felt these bits of flow, and I really wanted that back. And I knew the way to get into flow was to get clarity about where I was, where I needed, what my purpose was, and to go from there. So I really, as upstairs, I just felt this complete clutter, constant mess, and I was experiencing a lot of anxiety because of that. So I really wanted to just I came to you to strip out all my beliefs, all my bad beliefs, all the thing that was keeping me stuck, so that I could move forward again. I wanted a more holistic sort of view of the world. After doing the work with you, it was like pulling back the curtain on how life really functions. I think it would have to be eliminating self-doubt, and that is the big ones came up early, and that is I'm not worthy and I'm not enough. Once we got them out of the way, then all of a sudden I felt this kind of ability to move forward unhindered. Like the self-doubt just kind of dropped away, and I was like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I can do that. And I just started taking steps straight away. In fact, I couldn't, at that point, I couldn't wait for the program to finish so that I could get going those things. Well, like the thing that I've been striving for years, for at least 10 years now, was to start my own business. And even though I had idea after idea, I wasn't implementing them. I wasn't taking those steps forward. Or at least maybe when I did, at some point self-doubt would kick in, and then I'd just find reasons to shut the idea down. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. And also impatience was a huge problem in that area, because I wanted to happen now. So I keep on looking ahead. That would create anxiety, and eventually I'd quit that and try something else. So by getting rid of that anxiety, getting my patience back, and by getting rid of that impatience problem, I then was able to love the experience of learning how to do what I need to do. So let me put it this way: instead of just wanting to be immediately successful in business, I was now enjoying the process of building a business. Yeah, massive. Like at the end of it, I was exhausted from the amount of work we'd done, I couldn't do another day. Okay. And it really did feel like I had just a whole new lease of life. I was, I guess, I'm not sure what the term is. I'm a car that was just completely stripped down. So yeah, by doing that, I now have the tools to keep on using that throughout life. The mind shifts that happen are mind blowing. They really are. So it is priceless, especially now the way I see the soul and the ego. Those two alone, like I'm happy many times over that I went through this journey. I definitely would not take that back, and I've recommended other people, but they have to be ready to do this sort of journey. Okay, so I really recommend this program for anyone that is stuck in where they currently are and they really want to move forward. Someone who wants to tap into their intuition to figure out, how to proceed, have guidance, clear limiting beliefs. That's a very big one. And last but not least, the best part is the fact that it's one-on-one. It's not 1 on 10. It's just myself, and in this case, Tony.